This is Naganika, lecturer in Commerce, Government Model Degree College, LRD. Today we discuss the types of speculators. So, who is a speculator? So, the speculators are not genuine investors, means they are not genuine investors. So, they buy the securities with a hope to sell them in future at a profit. So, the main aim of the speculator turn the profit in. So he does not keep the securities with him for a long time. They are not interested in holding the securities for a long period of the time. So their the object of the buying the securities and to sell them and not to retain them, they are interested only for the price differentials. With price differentials they earn the profit, and there is not a 100% speculator or an investor. Each investor is a certain extent a speculator, means each investor may be a speculator. Similarly, every speculator to certain extent is an investor. So, every speculator may be an investor. Thus, the difference between the two is in the matter of the degree. Now, let us discuss the types of securities. So, first we discuss the jobber. So who is a jobber? So jobber is a speculator. Jobber is a professional speculators who has complete information regarding the particular shares he deals. Means he has total information about the securities. So how many securities he have, so what is the price of the securities, how the price will go up, how the prices of securities are go down, know everything about his securities, whatever the securities in his hand. He transact that shares of profit, means he buy the securities to earn the profit. He conducts the securities in its own name, means he maintain the securities in its his own name. He is the member of the stock exchange. So jobber is a member of the stock exchange. Jobber deals only with the members, means he deals only the members of the stock exchange. So he buy the securities on his own name. He wanted to earn some profit in future. So jobber is a speculator. Now broker. Broker is a speculator. So broker is a person who transact business in securities on behalf of the clients, means so on behalf of the investors he transact the he maintain the securities, and for maintaining the securities he receives some commission for his services, means he is providing the services to investors, how to buy the securities, how to earn the profit. He gives more information to the investors about the securities. So for giving the services he will get some commission from the investors. He deals between the jobbers and the members outside the house, means he deals with members and he deals with other jobbers also. He deals with members of the stock exchange as well as he deals with the jobbers of the stock exchange. He is an experienced agent of the public, means broker is a experienced agent of the public. So broker acts as a member of the stock exchange, and he deals with other jobbers of stock exchange. Now the next speculator is bull. So bull is a speculator who purchases various types of shares, means bull purchases different types of shares. He purchases to sell them on higher prices in future, means what is the main aim of the bull? So he purchases the securities with low cost. So he assumed that he sell the securities for higher prices. He may sell the shares and securities before coming into the possession. In possession means here bull sell the shares and securities to get more and more profit before coming into his possession. If the price falls, then he suffers a loss. So always bull expected to price will go up. So for that imagination he will buy more and more shares. So unfortunately if prices go down, so he will suffer more losses in the market. Always his positive nature, he is having a positive nature, means prices will go up in future, so then he buys more and more shares for the market. If prices will go down, he will suffer from the loss. Now bull is completed bear. So he thinks always negative means prices will go down in future. He is always in a future to dispose of securities he does not possesses, means of always he thinks the prices of the securities will go down. He want to sell his securities as early as possible. He makes profit on each transaction, means bear makes a profit on each transaction, and he sells the various securities for the objective of taking advantage unexpected fall in prices. Always he expects there is a fall in prices, so he sells his securities as early as possible. He gets profit for each transaction. Now the next is lame duck. The next speculator is lame duck. So when bear fails to meet his obligation, he struggles to meet the finance like the lame duck. This may happen when he has been concerned. Generally a bear agrees to dispose certain shares on specific date. Always bear try to sell his securities, but sometimes he fails to deliver due to non-availability of shares in the market, means he cannot transfer the securities whenever shares are shortage in the market. If the other party refuses to postpone the delivery, then lame duck suffers heavy losses, means lame duck also sells the securities from the market. Whenever the securities are not available, he will suffer from the loss. Next type of speculator is stag. So he is also a speculator. Stag is also a speculator. See, stag purchases the shares newly floated company. So stag purchases the from the newly introduced or established company, means stag shown himself as a genuine investor. He is not willing to be an actual shareholder of the company. He is not willing to become an actual shareholder of company. So he purchases the shares to sell them above the par value to earn the premium. A stag also suffer a loss, means stag is a speculator, so he want to buy shares from newly established company, and he is not a genuine investor, and he is not willing to become an actual shareholder of company. So he want to earn some profit. Sometimes stag also suffer from the loss. Next Contago. Next speculator is Contago. Contago means a came over dealing to the settlements. Contago comes into the settlement. The broker is paid a reward carry the settlement. So the settlement of securities he will get the commission. It is also known as Contago. So it is paid the buyers to the brokers. So whenever, if any investors wants to sell his securities, so this Contago acts as a middleman to settle or to sell the investors shares. So for that settlement he will get some reward. In some cases, buyers in unable to make the payment of securities on any particular date, so he requests the broker to carry on dealing the next settlement. Means all Contago settle the selling of securities. If any delay in the payment of securities, so Contago makes another settlement to get the payment to the investor. Now backwardation, so it is an interest. So backwardation means it is a interest. It is a interest which is paid by the sellers of the securities to the buyers. So sellers of the securities pays the buyers who wants to postpone the transaction to next month. If anybody wants to postpone the transaction, then the sellers of the securities gives some interest is paid to the buyer. So this is backwardation. Our next topic is Securities Exchange Board of India. SEBI stands for Securities Exchange Board of India. So SEBI is an apex institution for investment in India. So the SEBI regulates all the stock exchanges in our India. The SEBI Securities Exchange Board of India is a regulator for all security markets in India. So all security market means all stock exchanges. So whatever the stock exchanges we have in our country. So this SEBI was established in 1988 and was given statutory power on 12th April 1992 through the SEBI Act 1990. So SEBI has its headquarters at the business district Bandra Kurla complex in Mumbai, and it has regional offices in New Delhi, Kolkata, Chennai and Ahmedabad. So the main headquarter is Mumbai. So other regional offices located in New Delhi, Kolkata, Chennai and Ahmedabad. Now SEBI is managed by the following members of the board. Means the members of the SEBI members of the board. Here the chairman who is nominated by the Union Government of India. So members of the board, chairman is the main person. 2 members from the Union Finance Ministry. So 2 members from the Union Finance Ministry, 1 member from the RBI. So total 3 members. The remaining 5 members are nominated by Government of India. Total 8 members and 1 chairman the SEBI. So total 8 members and 1 chairman in members of the Securities Exchange Board of India. Now let us discuss the functions of SEBI. So what are the functions performed by Securities Exchange Board of India? Means, so the SEBI has responsive to 3 groups constitute the market: the issuer of the securities, the investor and the market intermediaries. So now let us discuss the functions of Securities Exchange Board of India. The first function is protective functions. As the name suggests, the main function of the SEBI is to protect the interest of the investors means, so investors have some expectations from the securities and security of their investment, so they need their investment. Means unsecured means if uh, if their investment is unsecured means, so they will not buy any securities from the stock exchange. Means here SEBI gives the protection to the investment of the investor. As protective functions, SEBI performs the following functions. The first one is SEBI checks price rigging. So here the price rigging means some people manipulate the prices of securities for inflation or depressing the market price of the securities. Means wantedly some unauthorized persons do the price rigging. So inflation in they inflate the prices in the market, or they deflate the prices of the prices of the securities. So to aim to get more personally, they get the profit. SEBI prohibits such practice to avoid the fraud and cheating which can be happen to any investor. Means SEBI controls all unauthorized persons to do the price rigging. Next, SEBI prohibits insider trading. Insider trading means, for example, ABC company. In that ABC company, X is an employee. So he knows the total information about the securities of ABC company. Means, so wantedly he want to disclose the information to outside. Means this SEBI prohibits these types of fraud or mismanipulation from the insider of a company. Any person which is connected with a company, such as directors, he may be an directors, promoters, any person which is connected with a company, the company they have any person which is connected with a company, such as director, promoter, worker, called insiders. Who is an insider? He may be a director, he may be a promoter, he may be a worker. So these all these all persons related to a particular company. Means these all called insiders. Due to working in the company, they have sensitive information which affect the price of the securities. Means these insiders know the prices of the securities. So such information is not available to people at large, but insider gets this information, key full knowledge by working in the company. Means this so outside people do not know any information about the company, but insiders know the information about the price securities. So insiders can use information for their personal benefits. Means insider can take the personal benefit from the sale of securities, make profit them, and such process is known as the insider trading. For example, managers or directors of a company may know that company will issue the bonus shares to its shareholders at a particular time. Means they know, these managers or directors know the information of bonus shares, so they purchase the shares from market to make a profit with bonus issue. Means any directors, managers know the information about the securities, so at the time they purchase shares from the market to get more and more profit. So SEBI always restrict these types of practices when insiders are buying securities of the company. Means insiders do not buy securities of a company, take strict action to avoid this in future. Means SEBI regulates all the activities of the insiders. Insiders do not purchase any securities regarding the company. So the next one is SEBI prohibits fraudulent and unfair trade practices. SEBI always the companies which make misleading statement means giving wrong information to the people, which are likely to induce the sale or purchase of securities by any person. Means any company does not give any false statement to the people to buy or sell the securities in the market. Now, so SEBI sometimes educate the investors so that become able to evaluate this and always invest in profitable securities. Means SEBI also gives knowledge about the securities to the investors, so they can easily invest in the profitable, the investors can easily invest in the profitable securities only. Now SEBI issues the guidelines to protect the interest of the debenture holders. Means a debenture is a debt security, so on the purchasing the debentures, the investors will get the interest on the debentures. So here SEBI gives the guidelines to protect the interest of the debenture holders also. SEBI is empowered to investigate the cases of insider trading and has provision for stiff fine and imprisonment. So if any insider, so any director, any worker, any manager make any fraud, so these cases will solved by the SEBI, and it imposes fine and imprisonment to the insiders. So SEBI has stopped to practice of all allotment of professional shares unrelated to market prices. So if any practice of allotment to preferential shares, so SEBI regulates all these practices. So SEBI has stopped the practice of making preferential allotment of shares unrelated to the. So SEBI has the right to stop the preferential share allotment to the market price. Next is one is development functions. Under the development categories, following functions are performed by the SEBI. SEBI promotes the training of intermediaries of the securities market. Means it gives the training to the intermediaries. SEBI tries to promote the activities of stock exchange by adopting flexible and adaptable approach in following way. Means SEBI provides the adopting a flexible approach in following way. SEBI has permitted internet trading through restricted stockbrokers. Means SEBI has given the permission to trade the securities on internet. SEBI has made underwriting optional to reduce the cost of the issue. And next is an even initial public offer of primary is permitted through the stock exchange. Means in primary market the securities are directly issued to the investors. Means SEBI has given the rules and regulations. The initial public offer is also conducted stock exchange. Next is regulatory functions. So the functions are performed by SEBI to regulate the business in stock exchange. Means SEBI regulates the business of all stock exchange in our country. To regulate the activities of stock exchange, the following functions are performed. Means here SEBI has framed rules and regulations and code of conduct to regulate the intermediaries. Means many intermediaries are stay in the stock exchange. So who are the intermediaries? Intermediaries means merchant bankers, brokers, underwriters. These all persons persons provides the services to the investors to buy and sell the securities. So SEBI has framed rules and regulations and code of conduct to regulate these intermediaries have been brought under the regulatory purview, and private placement has been made more restrictive. Means SEBI has restricted all the activities of the intermediaries in the stock exchange. SEBI registers and regulates the working of stockbrokers, sub-brokers, share transfer agents, trustees, merchant bankers, all those who are associated with the stock exchange in any manner. SEBI registers and regulate the working of the mutual funds also. So SEBI regulates the takeover of the companies, and SEBI conducts inquiries and audit of the stock exchange. Means SEBI visit each stock exchange. It makes the inquiry about all transactions transactions which are conducted by the stock exchange, and SEBI conducts the audit of the stock exchange. Means it verify all the prices of the shares and all the records of the stock exchange. So then let us discuss the other functions of the SEBI. So what are the other functions performed by the Securities Exchange Board of India? The other functions are registering and regulating the working of stockbrokers, sub-brokers, share transfer brokers, bankers to issue, trustees of the trust deed, registrars to an issue, merchant bankers, underwriters, portfolio managers, investment advisor, and such other intermediaries who may be associated with the securities market in any manner. Means it regulates the all the intermediaries of the securities market. SEBI also perform the function of registering and regulating the working of depositories, custodians of securities, foreign institutional investors, and credit rating agencies also. Registering and regulating the working of the venture capital funds and collective funds schemes, including mutual funds. Promoting and regulating the and next one is calling for information form and undertaking inspection, conducting inquiries from all stock exchange of our country, and audits of the stock exchange and intermediaries and self-regulatory organizations in the securities market. And calling for the information and record from any bank or any other authority or boards or corporation established or constituted by or under any central, state, provincial act in respect of any transaction and securities which are under investigation or inquiry by the board. Conduct a research on any matter described if any calling information from any agency, institution or bank. SEBI guidelines for primary market and the secondary market. Now SEBI advises certain guidelines in fresh share capital first issue by new companies in primary market. First example, ABC is a new company. So it issues the share capital in first it issues the share capital in primary market, and the functioning of secondary market in order to maintain quality standards. So SEBI maintains some code of conduct, some rules and regulations, and so it maintains the quality standards in securities market. So SEBI guidelines for issue by new companies in primary market. A new company which has not completed 12 months of commercial operations will not be allowed to issue shares at a premium. Means, for example, a new company is started on May 1st 2021. So after 1 year means May 1st 2022, after 1 year only it can issue the shares in primary market. So it has to complete 1 year after its establishment. So if an existing company with 5 years track record of accountability promoting a new company, then it is allowed to price its issue. Means, for example, a company is continuing from 5 years, it can promote a new company, so that company is allowed to price its issue. So a draft of prospectus has to given to the SEBI before public issue. Means a company to give a prospectus to Securities Exchange Board of India before issuing the securities to the public. The shares of new companies have to be listed either with OTCI or other stock exchange. Means a company must list its securities with OTCI or any stock exchange in India. Now functions of primary market under SEBI. So primary market facilitates the capital growth by encouraging the individuals to convert savings into investments. Means SEBI gives the security to investors, and for that means SEBI encourages the investors to convert their small savings into investments. Means SEBI gives the security to the investors to invest their savings in securities. Primary market, being the part of capital market, also issues the new securities. Means market issues the new securities. Government or public sector institutions and companies can obtain funds in exchange of new stock or bonus issue via an investment bank or financial syndicate of deals. Means public sector institutions or government or companies can issue the new securities in a primary market for getting the share capital. So it SEBI encourages initial public offering also. Next, SEBI guidelines for secondary market. So what are the guidelines given by the SEBI for secondary market? All the companies entering the capital market should give a statement regarding fund utilization of previous issue. Means what are the securities issued in previous year, so how the funds are utilized. The company should give the information of utilization of funds regarding to the previous year. Brokers are to satisfy capital adequacy norms so that the members firms maintain adequate capital in relation to outstanding positions. The company has to provide adequate capital in relation to the outstanding positions. The stock exchange authorities have to alter their bylaws with regard to capital adequacy norms. All the brokers be their audited accounts. Means all stock exchange brokers should submit their pay audited accounts to SEBI. The brokers must also disclose clearly the transaction price of the security and commission earned by them. Means how much commission broker is going to receive, or what is the price of the securities. So a broker has to disclose what is the price of the securities and how much commission he is going to earn. This will bring transparency and the accountability for the brokers of stock exchange. Within terms of transaction, contract notes to the clients. So the broker must clearly mention their accounts details, funds belonging to clients and that of their own. Market makers or margin money on certain securities has to be paid claims so that speculative investments are prevented. So market makers are introduced for certain scripts by which brokers become responsible for supply and demand of the securities, and the price of the securities is maintained. A broker can underwrite more than 5% of the public issue. Means here all transactions in the market reported with 24 hours to SEBI. The brokers of Bombay, Calcutta must have a capital adequacy 5 lakhs. For Delhi and Ahmedabad brokers, it has 2 lakhs only. Members who are the brokers have to pay the security deposit and security deposit. This security deposit is fixed by the Securities Exchange Board of India. Thank you all.